Okay, time for your backgrounds. The first thing you're gonna do is draw a line going behind your cupcake. It's not really important where you put it. I could have put it further down, I could have put it further up. Really just depends on what you like. After you get that line drawn in, then you're just gonna color it like you would a coloring book with any color that you want. But use your artist brain and think about your color because you don't want it to blend in too much with the colors you've already chosen for your cupcakes. All right, I'll show you what that step looks like when it's done. Okay, so I left this space here to kind of just show you my coloring technique. Part of what you learn in art, people, is to take your time. And if you'll notice, I'm not going scribble scrabbly, going different directions. I want it to be smooth. So I'm keeping consistent or the same with the direction that I move my crayon in. And I slow down a little bit when I get to my edge because I don't want to cover over the cupcake and all those pretty details that I was already putting into my work. All right, so now that you have your first layer done, just like you did inside your cupcakes, you're gonna pick some colors to overlap on top of it. I am gonna choose some lighter colors because I know my darker colors are inside my cupcakes and that will make my cupcakes stand out even more. So with those lighter colors that I'm gonna choose, let's say I choose white for the yellow back here. Just like I did with the yellow, slowly and carefully, I fill in the space behind my cupcakes. Okay, so as you can see, my background looks a little bit different. Taking the time to overlap your colors like I have just done takes your picture from looking like okay, say you're showing it to your parents and they're like, oh, honey, that's nice. It takes it from, oh, honey, that's nice too. Oh my God, seriously? You did that? That's crazy. I love it. Makes it look really professional. All right, not like an elementary student did it, but like a professional artist might have completed it. So next, we're gonna add some more pizzazz with our cast shadow. So for this step, I have to think a little bit about where my light is coming from and put my shadows on the opposite side. I also need to think about what kind of shape my cast shadow would be. Your cast shadows are basically the shape of the actual object, but I would not go as complicated, maybe simplify it a little bit. So I'm just gonna use the shape of an ellipse kind of coming off the side here. And you'll need to use a slightly darker color. I'm using gray for my example, but you could experiment with some other colors. Blue might even work depending on what color you have down in your background, or of course black would be a darker color. And I'm just gonna fill in where I think that cast shadow might be. I'm working directly on top of the color I already had. So now I have the illusion of my cast shadow. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.